Welcome to a world where stepping into a digital landscape means living experiences that are indistinguishable from reality. From exploring distant planets to attending virtual concerts, and even working from home, virtual reality, or VR, promises to reshape our lives. But will VR be our next reality? In this video, we'll explore the possibilities, the challenges, and the potential future of virtual reality. Stick around and let's dive into the world of VR. Virtual reality, or VR, has a rich history that dates back to the 1950s, when early experiments first began. However, it wasn't until the 1990s that VR started to gain widespread attention. During its early days, VR was clunky and expensive, primarily limited to gaming and simulations. Fast forward to today, and we see a tremendous evolution in VR technology. Advancements in both hardware and software have made VR more accessible and immersive than ever before. Headsets like the Oculus Rift, PlayStation VR, and HTC Vive have revolutionized the way we experience virtual reality, bringing the virtual world to life with stunning realism. So, what does the future hold for VR? The possibilities are endless. As technology continues to progress, we can expect VR to become even more advanced, affordable, and integrated into our daily lives. From enhanced gaming experiences to virtual travel and education, VR holds the potential to transform various industries and how we interact with the digital world. With ongoing research and development, we may even see VR applications in healthcare, architecture, and business, opening up new frontiers for innovation and exploration. As VR becomes more mainstream, we can anticipate a future where it becomes an integral part of our lives, blurring the lines between the physical and virtual realms. As we look ahead, it's clear that the future of VR is incredibly promising, and we can't wait to see where this revolutionary technology takes us next. Virtual reality, or VR, is rapidly shaping the way we interact with the world around us. From immersive experiences to redefining collaboration, the potential for VR in our future is limitless. One of the most exciting aspects of VR is its ability to transport us to places we never thought possible. Whether it's exploring historical landmarks, taking a journey through the human body, or simply meeting people in virtual spaces, VR breaks down the barriers of distance. The opportunity to attend virtual events, such as concerts and conferences, without the need for travel, has become a reality. Another area where VR is poised to make a significant impact is in remote work. Imagine working in a virtual office where you can seamlessly interact with your colleagues in a digital environment that feels remarkably real. This redefines the way we collaborate and opens up possibilities for more efficient and dynamic teamwork. The potential for VR in education, healthcare, and therapy is also groundbreaking. With VR, learners can engage in immersive, hands-on learning experiences regardless of their physical location. In healthcare, VR has the potential to revolutionize treatment and therapy by providing immersive and effective interventions without the need for physical presence. It's clear that VR is on the cusp of transforming the way we live, work, and learn. The possibilities are endless. And as the technology continues to advance, we can look forward to a future where VR plays an integral role in shaping our daily lives. Virtual reality, VR, has captivated the imaginations of millions around the world with its potential to transport users to entirely new worlds and experiences. However, despite its promise, VR still faces numerous challenges and limitations that hinder its widespread adoption and effectiveness. One of the biggest hurdles to VR's accessibility is its cost. High-end VR headsets and accessories remain prohibitively expensive for the majority of consumers, making it difficult for many to experience the full potential of VR technology. In addition, the technology also requires a powerful computer or console to run effectively, further adding to the financial barrier for casual users. Another significant limitation of VR is the prevalence of motion sickness among users. Many individuals report experiencing discomfort and nausea when using VR for extended periods, leading to a less than optimal experience for a portion of the audience. This issue has not been fully mitigated, and its persistence remains a point of concern for VR developers and enthusiasts. While VR is continuously evolving to become more immersive, there remains a dearth of content that truly feels real. Virtual environments often come across as sterile or artificial, failing to truly captivate and transport users in a seamless manner. The current VR experience can at times be jarring rather than seamless, highlighting the need for more realistic and immersive virtual experiences. Furthermore, the issue of isolation has surfaced, as spending extended periods in virtual worlds can potentially lead to feelings of disconnection from the real world. This raises questions about the social impacts of VR and the potential repercussions of spending too much time in simulated environments. In conclusion, while VR holds immense promise and potential, it is important to acknowledge and address the challenges and limitations that currently hinder its widespread adoption and effectiveness. Overcoming these barriers is crucial to realizing the full potential of VR and ensuring that it can truly revolutionize the way we interact with and experience technology. The future of virtual reality is an exciting and rapidly evolving landscape that is set to transform the way we experience the world around us, with advancements in hardware, such as lighter and more comfortable headsets with enhanced resolution, higher refresh rates, and longer battery life. The VR experience is becoming more immersive and accessible than ever before. In terms of software, we can expect to see a shift towards more sophisticated AI-driven experiences that can adapt to the user's preferences and actions in real time. This personalized approach will create a seamless and tailored VR experience that is truly unique to each individual. As VR technology continues to develop, we can anticipate that mainstream adoption will steadily increase, with VR becoming integrated into everyday life through smartphones, and more affordable devices. It won't be long before using VR becomes as common as using a smartphone itself. This widespread adoption will open up a world of possibilities in how we interact with the world around us. Beyond gaming, VR has the potential to revolutionize industries such as shopping, socializing, and even how we engage with our surroundings. The possibilities are endless, and the impact of VR on society is sure to be profound. In conclusion, the future of virtual reality is heading towards a more advanced, personalized, and integrated experience that has the potential to transform the way we live our lives. With hardware improvements, sophisticated software, and mainstream adoption on the horizon, the world of VR is set to change the way we perceive and interact with reality in ways we may not even be able to imagine today. As the potential of virtual reality, VR, continues to excite and captivate us, it also raises important ethical and social questions that cannot be ignored. One of the most pressing concerns is how VR will affect our sense of reality. If individuals spend an excessive amount of time in virtual worlds, there is a genuine fear that they could become detached from the real world. This detachment could have serious implications for their overall well-being and their ability to form meaningful connections with others. Speaking of connections, the impact of VR on human interaction is a major area of concern. If socializing in VR begins to replace face-to-face interactions, what happens to our ability to connect with others on a genuine, emotional level? Human connection is a fundamental aspect of our existence, and the potential erosion of this due to excessive use of VR is a truly troubling thought. Privacy concerns also loom large in the world of VR. The vast amount of personal data collected from users in VR environments raises serious questions about how this data will be used and protected. Could VR be exploited for manipulation or even surveillance? These are issues that must be addressed to ensure the ethical use of VR technology. Furthermore, As VR becomes increasingly immersive, questions about addiction come to the forefront. How can we ensure that individuals do not become so engrossed in VR that they neglect their real-world responsibilities? And relationships, it is imperative that measures are put in place to prevent users from spending more time in digital worlds than in the real one. In conclusion, the potential ethical and social implications of VR cannot be understated. While the technology holds immense promise and excitement, it is critical that we address these pressing concerns to ensure that VR is used in a responsible and ethical manner. The future of VR will be greatly influenced by our ability to navigate these complex ethical and social questions effectively. As we come to a conclusion on the topic of whether virtual reality, VR, will become our next reality, it is evident that the discussion is multifaceted. The potential of this technology is immense, with advancements in hardware, artificial intelligence, AI, and connectivity paving the way for VR to become an integral part of our daily lives. Industries are poised to be transformed, and new experiences are on the horizon. However, amidst the excitement, it is crucial to exercise caution. We must take into account the ethical, psychological, and societal implications of immersing ourselves in virtual spaces. While VR holds promise as a tool for education, healthcare, and entertainment, there is the potential for it to inadvertently amplify inequalities and lead to feelings of isolation. If not implemented thoughtfully, it is clear that VR will not replace the real world entirely, but it is poised to play a significant role in our future. The question that remains is how we will strike a balance between the benefits and the risks associated with this technology. It is imperative that we approach the integration of VR with a critical lens, ensuring that we prioritize ethical considerations and remain mindful of its impact on individuals and society as a whole. In conclusion, the journey towards embracing VR as a part of our reality is ongoing. While the road ahead may be complex, it is essential that we navigate it with care and deliberation. By doing so, we can harness the potential of VR while mitigating its potential drawbacks, ultimately shaping a future where technology serves to enhance our lives in meaningful and sustainable ways.